We are live. Good morning, Conehead Nation. Drunk Donkey Nation. Hopefully no drunk donkeys this morning. Too early to be doing any of that. So hey, good morning everybody. Look, I'm live. Let's flip on the old comments. I see people. Look, Louis, there's people. There's people there. I'm watching the video camera because the bus is late. The story of 2020 is Sarah's bus is late. Hey Brian, what's up, buddy? Yeah, hey, what's up, Lexi? Yeah, I'm gonna do our little romper room highs before we got everybody checking in. Not a lot of weather to talk about, so that's good news. So this is Louie, waiting on the bus. I'm gonna have to jump up real quick and put Sarah on the school bus. I'm watching it with our security camera right now. Draining my batteries. I have to go charge it. Hey Katie Haley, good morning. There's Tom inside a car wash. At the car wash. What's up, Katie? Yep, there's Louie Gunner. What's up, Whitney? How's it cooking up there in LA, man? You get all the weather. We talked about LA a lot. Now for the wrong reasons. All right, let's see if Sarah... Come here, Sarah. I got Sarah bringing over Hunter. So this is Louie. He's got his ears back. That means he's happy. But Sarah wanted to say hi to everybody. So we'll say hi to Sarah. Scoot in, baby. This is Sarah, ready for school. Say hi, Sarah. Can you wave? Can you wave, everybody? Okay. So we're gonna yeah, you sit over there and wait, okay? So anyway, so we gotta wait on the bus. So we'll start talking weather here in a minute, and I have to jump up real quick when the bus gets here. So here's our little boy Hunter. Hasn't grown much. The official dog, Louie 2.0. You guys named him, in case you haven't heard. He is Hurricane Hunter. And he's pretty chill, man. We love him. He's a good boy. Little guy. I don't even think he's 5 pounds yet. Are you 5 pounds yet? What are you doing? So all right. Well, Shelly's in here. Shelly helps me out a bunch. If you ever have any questions, Shelly helps the Facebook side of things. So if you ever have any questions with her, definitely check it out. So I got the Storm Prediction Center map on, by the way, if you wonder what we're looking at. This is the current radar with the current dark green diagonal across the state. That's kind of where we're watching today. So not a lot of weather, big old blob of juice. I had a lot of fans chime in from Texas and Oklahoma last night, strolling into Arkansas now. Big rains. That's the story today for weather. We got a little isolated showers. We'll go over all that. We'll go over the tropics here in a minute. For sure, promise. Hey, Mary Clark, got your shirt? Great. I'm glad you liked it. We still got the Louie mug. Louie had the official start of the gear. That was last year. So cheers to that. All right, so let's start out. Let me show you one thing real quick. Well, let's obviously go to our sponsor here. We'll leave it up here for a second, and then we'll get talking weather real quick. I promise. I ramble a lot. We're up to almost 970 some thousand followers, man. We are so close to 1 million. So welcome to all the new people, and hopefully you guys stick around and like what you're doing. So there you go. Big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. That's the logo on the bottom of the screen over here and up here. They support the Drunk Donkey Nation and located here in Florida. 120 plus stores. Anywhere in the state you can find one. So Google them. It's the ultimate adult candy store. Toy store. I go in for one thing and I end up walking out with about 5 things. So, and listen, I have to show you this since we'll leave it up there. So I have fans that send stuff. So check out this cup. It's got like wood grain, got the Drunk Donkey logo. It's got Jack Daniels like wood etched into the back. The coolest cup ever. Surprised me out of the blue. Look at this thing. So I got to thank, it was Gabby McAnally. I hope I got her name right. So her name's Gabrielle, LDL Designs. Shelly will put it in our supporter thing. She sent me a little card. Thank you. And even got these cool little straw holder toppy thingies. So check that out. So thank you, Gabby, LDL Designs 3. And we'll link them. But it's so cool. You guys send me stuff. It's like awesome. It's like every day it's Christmas. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So big thanks ABC there, and then we're going to get right into the weather here. I promise you that. So currently we still got to talk about Laura. Unfortunately, Laura's still in the news. That's going to be in the news for a long time. Power this morning, we still have 250,000 people without power in Louisiana. So obviously our big thoughts are with them this morning and all the line workers, linemen out there that are working. I checked out our big website supporter here, Sparks Energy. They're obviously there. They shared a bunch of pictures. Sparks Energy Inc. Deployed thousands of crew members. So big props to them. And he posted they are linemen who travel from all across the U.S. They just they jump right in, man. He's got thousands of workers. So they're there right now, and I don't know if you caught the picture I posted yesterday here. Two of our supporters of the site for a long time, Lodging Solutions and OSR. So they sent me this picture too. Tammy Kent, who's a Facebook supporter, she's been chiming in from Laura to all of our fans. She's actually owner of OSR, One Source Restoration. And so check this out. This Lodging Solutions, I mean, these guys build portable cities. And this is live. This is in Louisiana, base camp. That lodging. I mean, it's crazy that you don't realize. So they got 3,000. They're feeding and housing 3,000 linemen. It's crazy. So, and then Tammy is help organizing all the assessment teams. So it's a huge operation after the storm to get the power back. So, man, these are things I didn't even realize. Like, where do all these guys sleep? All line workers and men and women. There you go. Stuff like that. Little portable cities pop up overnight. Air conditioners. So, really, every year it seems like I learn more and more about storms. And, post-storms, two things with post-storms. Like, people get so really upset in those areas. The news seems to forget them after a few days. And stuff like this is ongoing for weeks and weeks. So don't forget that. There's a lot of great charities out there. I know everybody's doing something that wants to. There's a lot of help. So, look around, and if that's your thing. There's tons of great groups out there helping with supplies and water and all the necessities. So big props to them. And there's LDL Designs, by the way. I had them up. There's Gabby's site. So thank you. All right, so here's what we got cooking in the tropics. Let's put on the official map here of the tropics. So you might have heard about Tropical Depression 15. No biggie. It's not even going to be Nana. So we get to save the name Nana for a rainy day. So you can play the song na 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 na. Everybody sing it. Na 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 na. Not this time. So they did not use Nana. No Nana. No nonsense. No Nana. So Tropical Depression 15 is not going to get intensified. They sent the hurricane hunters out yesterday and deemed that it's not worth it. And there you go. So, and that's a true fish storm. You can't call a fish storm when it's heading towards Bermuda. But this one's going to stay out there. So maybe a little wind in the Carolinas today, but that's about it. So other than hogging a bunch of graphics and website space, I even got the app updated. But there you go. We do have a lot of fishing captains, and so I try to report all that. We do have a lot of boats. But here you go. Here's the current winds in the Outer Banks, and nothing. So You guys don't even know what's happening out there. We got a little bit out here though. Cape Hatteras buoy, 20 mile an hour. Had a gust of 45 this morning. So that might have been when the storm actually came by a little bit. So there you go. And you know, back to ships, I do have this cool link here. Let me see if I can find it. I always have a hard time. Live marine map, there it is. So live marine map is awesome. This shows you every single boat, not like my boat, not like a 20-foot deck boat, but like freighter boats and shipping boats, larger vessels. But it's so amazing to see the pattern, especially when we have a storm. So that link's on the site. You can check it out. A lot of cool stuff. So anyway, let's see what else is going on. So a couple people are tardy. There's Lexi talking about Florence. Yeah, power. I know Lexi got hit with the floods up there. Hey, Brax. Hey there, Rob from Hatteras. Hey, there you go, Gabrielle. Thank you. I do like it. The only complaint, Gabrielle, is it's so big. My ratio of Jack to Coke is about 2/3 Jack, 1/3 Coke. So I better put a lot of ice in it, or I won't make the next round. We're going to talk about Belize. Yes, right now we're going to get into it. Panama City, Julie, what's up? John, what's up? Lauren, Palm Harbor, Luann. Yep, that's my stomping grounds. I grew up there. I drove my bike every day to Palm Harbor Middle School, up the hill both ways. Yeah. So, all right. So here's the scoop. All right, let's talk about other spots in the tropics, since we just said somebody from Belize. So we do have this little guy, Invest 99. Here's the latest spaghetti models on Invest 99. And we got a huge high pressure to the north right now. And that is going to steer everything away from the Gulf. So definitely heading into Belize, heading into central parts of America there, Yucatan, even going to bring some rain to Jamaica. So the chance of this curving north, that's $1 million question I get a million times. Very unlikely that this is curving into the Gulf. So good news there, but we still got to pay attention. Obviously, we have possibly development here. It's up to 80%. There are signs of some circulation now. It's going to be just south of Jamaica. You're going to get rain. Hurricane hunters, I think, are going in right now, actually. So we got live hurricane hunters heading in. And then we got this little guy. So let's talk a lot about what we're seeing here. We'll show individual models too. And then we have this guy. This one's still over Africa. It's already at the 40%. So it's one of these rare times that they put a X over Africa. And the system's not even over water yet. Some of the modeling showing it going north, but we saw Florence a couple years ago. Remember, Florence kind of beat it up and down. So high pressure strong in the Atlantic. That's been the story. So I'm a little hesitant to get out the pom poms yet and say this is going to go off to Never Never Land. But hey, Shelly. Yep. What's up, Kathy? No, Amy Leigh Brown. No bus. I'm watching my camera now. I'm watching my battery drain from my camera. I'm going to have to go recharge it. It keeps warning me I'm using up battery life. So, all right. Well, let's talk about our immediate threats for what we have. So I got two models up. We got the Euro rain map. And this is just kind of showing our general action here, which is our storm. Now, the Euro doesn't really organize it per se. It keeps it as a rainmaker south of Jamaica right here. So this time stamps later this afternoon. So it's going to be passing underneath Jamaica. You can see the main convection is going to skirt awfully close to Jamaica. Oh, they got it listed as AL16 now. Did they just designate it? I have to go to Twitter. Nope, not yet. That's weird. His map shows AL16. Oh well, anyway. All right, so there you go. Jamaica's getting it right now. So, you know, it's definitely getting the look, spinning up, 80% chance of development. So we could have enough time for this thing to get going as it heads west. Here you go. Here's a better look. This is on weathernerds.org, by the way. It's got the look. So yeah, I would definitely be watching close. It's not going to stop. It's going to keep on, moving west, but it looks like just lower half of Jamaica getting it. It's going to be cleared on out of there in a few hours. So spotty rains. Island looks like a little bit maybe to the north, but definitely getting it. Getting a little bit of outflow and cooling cloud tops. So this again is heading due west. Could be something. Could be TD16. But again, none of the models are showing it curve up, so we're definitely watching it. Timing would be later tonight. Things could start to go downhill, especially Central America. So it's a developing system. It's not named yet. It's not anything. It's other than a Invest 99. There's spaghetti models on it. Got this one lonely. Always got this one lonely crazy guy. But spaghetti models are definitely. In fact, we can go to Levi's site too, and then we'll go look at the orange guy next. So that's Invest 90. No, it's not. Where's it at? Oh, now it is 16. They must have just designated 16. So we got TD 16. So his just flipped over to 16. So what this is telling me, all the computer models that get updated, there's a secret code up here. I have NHC RAW. See right here, NHC RAW. These are the actual text files for every storm. And I'm not going to open one because it's going to go in my file explorer or not. But when these storms get the raw data gets updated, all the computer models start getting updated. So we have TD16. So that means by 11 we're going to have a cone, and and strengths and tropical storm watches maybe even warnings. So it looks like we got TD16. Looks like it. That could be TD16. Here's spaghetti models on it. Again, high pressure going to keep it going straight due. So Belize, yes, watch close. Timing could be a day, maybe Wednesday landfall. Later, maybe more like Thursday. So it's got a day. So Wednesday, Thursday. Could be landfall Thursday. More Wednesday night, Thursday. So there you go. There's spaghetti. So we're going to... Oh, it's potential tropical cyclone 16. That's what they named it. And I just got the official text. The bus is 5 minutes away. Now she's asking me if I got that. Well, the cool thing about Androids now, I can hit yes. I can be unpersonable and just hit the button that says yes. All right, so I need to update some of these models. Here's the intensity models. Good news on the intensity models. This is on the area heading towards Belize and whatnot. PTC Dale. Yep. I told you we were gonna get a shirt with all these funny little letters like MWP, PTC, MJO, Euro, GFS. Maybe we should make that. Maybe that could be the next shirt with like a crossword puzzle. With or Scrabble or something. Whitney, no, my wife. So Sarah's got a teacher on the bus. Oh, I got to put the camera back on so I can see it. Shit, she might be out there now. No, it's Sarah, Emily or Sarah's teacher's on the bus, and she's texting Julie. So that's good. So we'll wait for the big bus debut, and then we'll chat some more. Bingo, Whitney. So PTC 16, not a big threat. Rain threat, yes. As soon as we're done live, I'll update the website. Obviously, we're going to have NHC graphics to look at. And we'll have to update the website and app. So, Sammy, you were late. So anyway, all right. What's FFS? Yeah, well, Aaron. At least our kids. Oh, here it comes. Okay, come on. Be right back. Come on. It's off to the bus. Come on. Sarah, come on. Go. You start walking. All right, I'm free. I'm free. Free as a bird. All right, now I can turn the ringer off. Well, Shelly's telling me what FSS means. That's not good. All right, so this is the best part of the day if you're a parent. I never thought I'd be a parent. I still feel like I'm 18. I act like I'm 18. But when the kids are at school, it's like, oh my God. It's the best feeling in the world. So we have PT. All right, so TD15, no worries, heading out to sea. Now we got PT16 that does appear, and they'll be initializing advisories on this. So obviously, this is going to be something to watch down this neck of the woods. So could be a little something. Tin City models aren't showing much, but it's looking kind of healthy on satellite for sure. Got a little spin, a little bit more than yesterday, but still not entirely like that impressive. But the Hurricane Hunters are out there apparently, so let's take a look where they're at or how far they are. So they left from New Orleans and they are not there yet. So the Hurricane Hunters will be there. And they always time these things perfectly. Like the Hurricane Hunters will be there maybe for the 11 o'clock advisory. So BRB, that means be right back. Dogs are getting in on it. So you're gonna hear them wrestling here in a minute. So let's see what else you guys are saying. We keep it kind of low key here when we don't have too much to talk about. We can look at all the individual models. So we're still looking at a couple waves coming off. So we're gonna have to keep a really close eye on PT. Am I mocking your Bruins? No. Oh, that's something else. So we'll definitely got to keep an eye on PTC 16, and I'll get everything updated. I'm surprised. So there's really no talk about it. I'm gonna say it. What the heck? I'm gonna say PTC. And everybody will be like, that's code for like PTC. I just put PTC. Nobody will know what the heck I'm talking about. I don't know if you've seen Ashley or not, but look, I got my second dose of caffeine when my coffee runs out. There's my drunk donkey neighbor Sarah. Yep. Hey Amanda, that's exactly what Reed Timber did, but he had 40,000 people. I only had like 5. Yeah, we don't have anything to talk about. Plus, come on, Storm Chaser in the middle of a 150-mile-an-hour hurricane, yeah, I think I'd be watching that too. Hell of a lot more exciting than me. All right, so let's look at all the models. What's going on? Let's see. So we got this other guy. So this is now orange 40%. And it's all over Africa right now. We can take a look at that too. Let's go back to weathernerds.org. Lots of great sites, but we try to stick to these guys. It's pretty healthy looking. Look at this little guy. So definitely Godzilla's little brother. Or no, King Kong. We named the other one King Kong, right? Hey, Brandon. Brandon's out there working in it. I just left. I don't think I've left everybody. I did leave. Yeah. I did crash on the couch during Michael as we tracked Michael. Couldn't stay up for that. But there's our next system coming off Africa. It's healthy looking. That's big thunderstorm that's already marked by the NHC. So it's 40%, and we'll have to watch it close. There's models are everywhere on it. I got a lot of work to do now. I got to update things. Man, we got Hurricane Hunters flying. PTC 16 coming. So all right. So let's look at all the models. We'll just do the basics. GFS, tropicaltidbits.com. So we were talking about the 5th of next week. So we were talking about Tuesday, Wednesday next week is where I posted a bunch yesterday that we could be watching. So here is the GFS. Oh no, I mean this time next week. So that would actually be around the 8th, 9th. So, GFS next time this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe, and I don't know if that's the first one or not. Yeah, that's the first one. So, GFS saying maybe whatever's coming off Africa could be somewhere here Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe another wave behind us. So yesterday I drew a bunch of circles, remember? And we showed an area here, and maybe here next week, midweek. So that's kind of what we're watching. We're watching for consistency because of what we saw yesterday. GFS not doing much development at all, which is good news. But important thing to note, it's showing, generally low pressures, low pressure, low pressure. The Euro, the exact same timestamp, a little more defined. We rewind it to now, in the Euro is showing, this is next Monday, so here's next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, the Euro is back to showing what we showed yesterday, and next week, this time next week, we could have a little spot, little low here, and then maybe this guy and this guy. And this is the orange one now, right here off of Africa. So that's next week. So the Euro's kind of consistent. Big question here is this high pressure system. Some of the models have had it like coming off of Africa and just kind of like going up there. We do have fronts this time of year, and we could have recurves. So that's what we thought we were going to see with Laura. We thought Laura was actually one time was going to go on the East Coast. One time Laura was supposed to hit the Panhandle. It ended up going all the way to almost Texas. We know where it went, but that's a big shift, and that's because the high pressure was stronger than what the modeling has showed. So high pressure is always hard to predict. So those are things you just watch in real time. High pressure is stronger. Obviously, we don't get a recurve. And some of the anomalies have been a stronger high pressure this year, and that's something you can't, deny. So there you go. So there's the Euro next Wednesday, and then what does it do? Then it goes straight north. I didn't even run the whole thing, so it goes straight north, which is odd, but could happen. But the important thing here is to watch the fact that the wave could be here midweek next week. With another wave behind it, which is totally believable, and then something maybe trying to get going here from leftover wave. You can kind of see it here, first part of the week, but Looks like a little bit of wave energy, actually. You can see it start to set up. So that's more of a bigger question mark. All right, so there you go. There's that consistency. CMC next week. So here's Sunday. Here's that little wave. Let's get my little red marker. We used to name these things. I feel bad. We stopped it. Hey, what's up, Marianne? Wave train. Yep. Oh man. What the heck? What does that have to do with anything? We're going away from weather. Yeah, we've had BOGO. This has been the hurricane season brought to you by Publix. BOGO. So here you go. Here's CMC. So again, we're casually watching a little wave that might try to make its way up. Then obviously the African wave, and then I'm not really seeing the other one here yet. But we'll see as we go in time. The CMC doesn't really, kind of does it. Here's next week, midweek. So it's pulling it north too. Here's that low. So this is the African one. There's the second one, and it's pulling it north too. They're all showing big breakdown in the high, but again, everybody said that was going to happen to Florence, so I'm not hyping anything. Just we learned from Florence. You can't always guarantee these things are gonna. When Florence happened, then all the models had to do in that. Like people were blowing it off like from day one. It was like, nope, not gonna be nothing. So I just the models, to me, the models are about consistency and patterns, and so far the pattern's been this midweek, next week is a wave, and a little low pressure system. That's been the pattern on models, and it's still showing up. The Icon's another one that's been consistent with this idea. Actually, let's see the GFS Para model. The Parallel, the newer version that's coming out. This one is, what's the next date? So next week, midweek. So here's midweek next week. Kind of the same thing. Low. A little bit of kink in here. So, kind of showing the same thing. Not a lot of consistency. Then the Icons probably was the most I thought the most consistent the last few runs, or the last few storms. And here's the latest Icon, and this is midweek. So this really tells the tale. If you were to pick one model that hasn't done very bad. I mean, I joked about the CMC and Icon being the new Euro GFS. Well, the Icon model here is showing exactly what seems to be the trend, and that is two systems midweek like this, and then a little sign of some broad low pressure there. That's Tuesday next week, midweek. So there's consistency. And Amanda's having a party apparently. Snackies, drinks, and crayons. So Richard Drago, yeah, what's up, man? Let's hope that's true. I think this early in the game, it's just a matter of where the next spots to watch are. And this time next week, we could have two waves in the Atlantic. And this is the Icon model. And of course, the Icon saying, pretty strong high pressure system. And some of the other ones are saying not. Another model we need to look at. Let's see if anything's on Hurricane Tracker app says it. Here's the cool weather, by the way. Look at this. This is cooler weather next week coming. And look at the time frame, September 6th to the 10th. So, you know, if we do indeed have a front, then that could break down the high and influence the steering, because the 6th is Sunday through the 10th. That'd be too far ahead. The front would be out of here by then. But anyway, listen, if you're in the upper Gulf Coast, you do have a cold front coming next week. Possibly by the weekend. Things start. We showed that a lot yesterday. In fact, let's look real quick, just for fun. And we do have, listen, all right, before I forget, we do have 2 storms I posted that are on the other side. One heading into South Korea here. This one is potentially going to be nearing, it's already strong, but it could weaken, hopefully, but still going to be maybe 100 knots plus. And that's tomorrow. So they have a serious storm they're preparing for over in South Korea, and then some of that's going to actually hit the side of parts of Japan, and then we have 11W could form into a pretty strong system. And unfortunately for this one, we're showing 120 knots strengthening. So you know, that's in 4 days, 5 days. The 6th. So they have 2 storms over there they're getting ready to watch. So if you got any friends over there and family, you go to Tropical Tidbits. He's always got that on there. All right, let's look at the UK real quick. We haven't looked at the UK model. UK has been real consistent. Then we'll show the cooler weather. We'll look at some ensembles. You know, so we know where we're kind of watching. Aaron's got blue crabs on her mind. Heat index, yeah, we got heat index warnings all up and down the east and the south in Texas. Unfortunately, where everybody is out without power in Louisiana, they're under a heat advisory. Yesterday there was an extreme heat warning until 8 p.m. Central, and that's rough. So all right, so here's Monday. So the UK doesn't go out too far, but it's also showing our African wave, you know, and it's also showing a little weakness here. So we get a weakness, here, then this could pull up a little more. But like I said, I don't know. Too early in the game, but what's confident is the formation of this, and it's already looking mean on satellite. So, and by next Sunday, this is Sunday, we could have our next system coming off Africa. So this would be here on Tuesday, Wednesday. So I mean, we're looking into the future here, folks. Melissa, that's my hometown. That's where I was born, Manatee Memorial. I grew up. I went to Jesse P. Miller. Hey, D. Well, you can tell there's a front a couple ways. The National Hurricanes, or the National Weather Service, has this new map here. It's kind of neat. It goes out 8 days. I'm about ready to get my second rush of caffeine. So we've had 3. I'll tell you, the only thing. Their site was loading a little slow today. The only thing that's good and bad about Emily starting high school is that I have to get up at 5:45. Come here, buddy. And I do a lot of work and drink a lot of coffee. What's up, buddy? You say hi to everybody? Say, look. Hurricane hunter. They're flying. You want to see what one looks like? Look. So we go back. We can look at the hurricane hunters. Look, there you are. There's Hunter, Hurricane Hunter. That's you, buddy, flying. And you believe he's almost 5 months old? He's not going to grow, man. He's going to be the littlest, badass dog ever. You are, yes. What are you looking at? Go see Louis. All right, so back to the fronts. So this is a good one to look at, 24 hours. So you can go, you can just kind of put it in motion. You can get an idea. We go today. So the weekend, there's our kind of warm, when you got a red, blue bar, but you just kind of transitioning. But Sunday, we could have some Sunday rains. I know we got Monday's a holiday, I believe, right? It's Labor Day this weekend? I can't even remember. When's Labor Day? Yesterday I was posting things in August. Yeah, Monday. Monday's Labor Day. So it could have a little rainy in the south. And then the front dissolves. This is kind of the energy that's probably being picked up on the models for early part of next week. A little bit of leftover frontal action maybe. Then the front backs up. Ooh, look at that. We could have a lot of rain. Look at that. This is next Tuesday. So it looks like the front backs up and could bring a lot of rain to the south here. Interesting. Labor Day plans. Hey, Jamelia Rooney. Aaron, yeah, I don't know. That's what I was going to look. Looks like it could be rainy in Florida this weekend. Looks like that front could stall out and back up. Not good for weekend plans. Let's see. So we'll look at another one. We'll look at 6 hour precip and see what kind of rainfall we're going to get. I don't know. There's a front coming through. It doesn't look that bad. Here's Saturday. You can kind of see it. Look at that. There's that big. Look at that. There's a lot of rain there. So I'm doing that, by the way. I'm presenting you a picture. So we keep looking at that little spot maybe in the Gulf. Apparently it's tied to a front that's going to stall out, and the Euro's showing that heavy rain next week. This is Tuesday, backing up. You can see it coming up from the south. And look at that, it gets kind of heavy. Look at that. So midweek next week, this it's interesting. A little weather to talk about, long range. Been seeing a lot of that post showing up on the models with the low pressure. That's kind of like so we got our front coming down, stalling out across Florida over the weekend. This is Sunday across Georgia, southeast there. Then our wave backs up, gets merged with another front. This is that next front that's going to bring some cold weather. So there's your front. You can really see it. This is the 10th. That's a really good sign of a front right there. You can see it pushing down some cool weather. So the cool weather is definitely rolling in next week, midweek. For the south, and we can see that. Then we'll get back to reading comments. Let's see what's cooking out there as we're, so we have a natural phenomenon called hurricane hangover. And I'm sure everybody's feeling it. When you track these things and live them, and we had Isaiah and Laura and Marco and Um, yeah, it's a natural thing when we're in a little lull to be like burnt out, except for the folks up in Louisiana right now. Don't ever forget them. But but hey, I remember Labor Day. Labor Day is never a good time for tracking hurricanes, especially living in Florida. So here's the weather map real quick, and then we'll get back to reading tropic stuff and talk about it. Eric, good question. So hey, Melissa, here we go. We're looking at how cool are we talking? All right, so this weekend, so I like this map because you can kind of just put it, you can start to see the greens inching in. There's that front. There it is. This is midweek next week, remember? So midweek next week, it looked like we had something down here, either an old front or a wave kind of juicing things up, going to get pulled up. And it's going to merge with a front here that's coming midweek. We showed it yesterday. So here's your cooler temps. So we're going to be teasing the 50s and 60s, northern Alabama, Mississippi, 60s along the Gulf Coast midweek. So Wednesday, Thursday could even be 50s, inching into Laura land. Gene Rice, I love my crayon. Hey, Annie, yeah, well, I remember Irma was forming around Labor Day a couple years ago. But hey, it's September, peak of season. I mean, come on, we got, potential for a couple waves. This time next week, we could be talking about two actual waves out there that might be inching in. And here's the Friday morning, still 60s. So that front's going to linger around. Look at that. 40s in Pennsylvania. 40s in Ohio. 30s already in Wisconsin. That's next Friday. Then the heat comes back. So here's all your heat indexes today too, by the way. Large chunk of orange in Texas. Louisiana and Mississippi. Hot. We got, unfortunately, a lot of flood warnings ongoing here in Arkansas, heading into Oklahoma. All these red are flood warnings. Lots of flood warnings this morning going on in this part of the world. So yeah, it's hot. Let's see, we got some flooding going on here in the Carolinas. Had some rain too. Raleigh. And it never got below 80 where most of the folks that got hit with Laura last night. So it's hot up there, and it's going to be hot today for sure. Here's your radar. Let's see what's going on. Everybody's getting a little bit of rain in the Carolinas this morning. Got some flood alerts going on. Aerial flood warning. So we got some flood warnings here in the Carolinas. Rains in Florida are pushing again to the east, developing through the day. All this frontal energy will start losing some of that punch here, and it's going to race on off with TD15. So things will be drying up a little bit over Florida in the south. Raleigh, I always screw up. I just saw a question. I'm looking for questions now. Mike, have you ever wanted to move out? No. Melissa? No, I love it. I love the water. I love the people. I love Pinellas County. I love Oldsmar. I'm actually friends with the mayor now and a couple of the commissioners, and yeah, it's my home. Raleigh, I got it right. Don, cheers to Don. I'm definitely a native, Florida cracker. I got the flip-flop T-back tan line. It's very sexy. Not more sexier than a T-back tan line of your flip-flop. There's T, our American coffee girl. Ben Rowe, that's a good question. We'll look it up. Citrus County raining. Yep, taking balls out on the water, Richard. That's the name of my boat, right? Did you know that, right? Balls out. We named our boat Balls Out because the only time we ever use a boat is when there's no softball. Somebody just asked something. Oh, the thing. Yeah, let's go to Amazon. Let's see. MiFi. It's oh, do I have it right here? Yeah, it's right here. I keep it right here. It's GlocalMe. Look at that. Right there. Look at that. So this little device is a Wi-Fi hotspot, and you buy the minutes ahead of time, and it'll actually connect to any open Wi-Fi source locally. So if you're in an area where there's no Sprint, in fact, I need to charge it. It must be dead. I always keep it charged too. But if you're in an area that a tower's down, I need to charge it. Then it'll buy a key from another service provider. So it's a Wi-Fi hotspot, and I love it, man. It's worked good. The only trick is, listen, here's the trick. Your cell phone's working. You go to an area that all of a sudden Sprint's not working. You turn on your device, and you don't have any minutes that you purchased, so your phone can't connect to it. So you need the minutes ahead of time, because if you don't have minutes, it won't turn into a MiFi. And I experienced that one time. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. So I had to use somebody else's phone to connect and buy minutes so I could use that. And it's cheap, man. It's like 10, 15, 20 bucks. A couple gigs. Hey, Stephanie Stokes, how's it going? Oh man, look at that. Your husband's going off to join the disaster relief team. Great news there. Tell him thank you. It does work, Whitney, for Talladega. Weather in Belize, Gene. Yes, you got tropical. So we got a PTC coming your way. It's not a system yet, but the NHC thinks that it'll be a system soon. So they're going to initiate advisories at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It'll be called PTC, Potential Tropical Cyclone, because that way it's not officially one yet, but they believe it will be. And that will allow them to issue watches and warnings here soon. So the hurricane hunters are flying out there. This is, it's actually decent looking as far as trying to organize. So you definitely are keeping your eyes open on this. So Whitney, it's called a GlocalMe, GL. If you missed it, there you go. That little guy right there. Look it up. It's like a little cell phone thingy. You just. But anyway, so yeah, Belize, definitely everybody should be paying attention to this. Yucatan, Belize, Central America, the models that have it shooting straight west. Timing would put it possibly Wednesday into Thursday here. So you got a little bit of time. Obviously today is Tuesday, but this could sneak up on you. So I would be watching, boats and outdoors and plans and tropical. Could be Nana. This could be Nana. We're not going to get Nana from 15. It looks like Nana is going to be 16. This one's definitely looking a lot more organized, quick. I mean, look at it. It's already looking kind of organized. Yes, I haven't looked at this yet. Yesterday, Martha, you can excuse me for every word. Is it Nana? Hey, Sandy Hoff, how's it going? Crayon snacks, juice, lemonade, adult beverages. Too early for that. There you go, Whitney. Yep, GlocalMe. Yes, Okinawa. Yes, I posted it. Ashley, yes. There's 2 systems out there. They're being watched. PTC's heading due west. Brandon Burdine. Or Burdine. Lorenzo. All right, so this was looking pretty healthy. So yeah, we got to watch it, but it does appear to be shooting straight west. And why? There's a big high pressure system over us right now, and you can see it a couple different ways. But you know, simple surface map, black and white, high pressure, and look at that. It's extending way over here. So that's my big question mark is, you know, anything it's going to have a hard time curving up. But the models are showing that, so we'll see if they're right. But you know, the high built-in quick for Laura obviously, and shoved her more west. But this one's heading generally that way, and then you know the big mountains here, it ought to just keep on pushing to the west. So we're going to be in a negative phase in the MJO, but again, I'm telling you, it seems like the MJO is a pretty big deal early in the season, but once we get into this peak of the season, I don't know. I have not seen the influence as much with the MJO as Julie's asking me what time the bus came. Well, I'll have to go back and look at the replay. I should piss her off right now and tell her that. I'm going to tell her right now. We're going to tell her, go back and watch the replay. She's going to be pissed off. She's like, you have to be so nasty. Go back and watch the replay. I'm live now and don't have time for your shenanigans. If I can know how to spell shenanigans. There it is. Alright, so look. Alright. I hide the phone number because you don't want to call her, obviously. But oh, she wrote back rude. Look. Rude. So this is the first Mike's Weather page, real time fight with your wife. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, Ashley? I was talking about you drinking your Mountain Dew. Ashley hooked me up again. She's bought me like 99 bottles of Mountain Dew on the wall. I don't get sick of it. I don't know why. So, all right. So the MJO, we'll see if it makes a difference. But definitely, you know, it's not hurting right now. That's for sure. And this is definitely looking healthy. Precipitable water map. Let's take a look at that. This is the super duper water map. You can see all the moisture in the atmosphere. Dust, you know, we talked about the dust. Here's that big dust plume. This we had a little wave, if you remember. We had a wave in the middle Atlantic, and this big dust plume was always to the north. So the wave that we had yesterday, NHC only had it 10%. It dried up, and there was just a lot of dust. D for dust. We do double D for dubious amounts of dust. But anyway, there's moisture in the atmosphere. Here's you know, there's the next one setting up. You can start to see it spinning already. It's actually already got spinning over land. Look at that. That's crazy. Look right here. You can already see our next system really starting to spin. Crazy. All right, so I'm gonna look at a couple. I was gonna look at. All right, so PTC 16. Yesterday it had really good mid-level spin, and it still kind of does. Not lower level though, but usually when they have mid-level spin, it doesn't take long to get down to the surface with no restrictions ahead. Shear in the area is light. Not good for development, or good. Well, bad. Good, bad. I always get in trouble. Well, if I say good for development, they're like, what are you cheering for these things? I'm like, no. Then I say they're bad for development. And they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means that it's good for the storm, bad for people that don't want a storm. But anyway, there's Jamaica. So we got lowering shear values. And there's really not a lot of shear down there. So that's two things. So this thing could get a little interesting. This thing could spin up. Watch. It's been the year of don't believe anything. Because we've had storms that were supposed to form that didn't. We had storms that weren't really supposed to form do. And now we got one here that it looks like it is. And the models, none of, you know, this is what's crazy. All right, so, you know, we live and die by the models, right? So when I say watch things in real time, watch. Here's the GFS. Like nothing, right? This is Wednesday night, Thursday, nothing. The latest Euro, little bit maybe, 1006, so. Euro's at least giving it an outside shot, but no development per se. CMC, nothing. Icon, a little bit. I can tell you, man, the Icon been a good model this year. I'm liking it. So the Icon's the only one that really showed anything. Navy model, nothing. So you just got to watch these things. Right? Watch things in real time. Oh, the GFS parallels kind of showed it too. So there are a handful that did show it. So anyway, all right. So we did good. We're 1 hour in, and I got a lot of reports. So we got a lot of updating to do with the website. So PT16. Belize, we're going to be watching it. So there you go. The other stuff we're going to watch, the afternoon models. We'll start watching the wave more off of Africa. We'll start seeing afternoon 12Z models on that. And we'll see if this time next week, if we actually have two waves out there to watch. So hope any of this stuff made sense. Kind of made sense. I think it did. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go update the website and the app. We got a little bit of stuff to do. So, Dennis Phillips. Hey, Amanda, I was there with Dennis Phillips back in the day. He had his what did we use? We used God, what was live stream? I don't know. I think it was called live stream. It wasn't Facebook. So hey, Gene, what's up? Me. See you, Brandon. Good work out there, man. I know you're working hard in the storm. All right, well, we'll save everything for tomorrow. I won't talk too much. So, thanks everybody for your support and all the Hurricane Hunter shirts that our people are sending in. They're cool. I'm glad everybody likes them. And that's it. So we'll upload this up and replay at noon. See it to the YouTubers. There's the YouTubers. See you later, YouTube. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow.